What's been called the e-hailing shutdown. Good afternoon once again. Let's try again. Vhatuka Mbelengwa, very good afternoon to you, sir.
Afternoon. Thank you for having me. Apologies for the connection issues.
No problem. So you would have heard my first question then. I wanted to ask and seek clarity on what happened this afternoon. I believe that the protest did turn ugly when the protesters mistook a police officer in an unarmed vehicle for an Uber driver. I understand that they accosted him, they disarmed him, and apparently a shot was fired. Can you just give us an update as to what happened there?
Yes, most unfortunate. When we were inside trying to negotiate with the presidency to receive our memorandum, we heard of this incident. We then went outside. I can confirm that I myself, in my personal capacity, recovered that firearm and handed over the individuals involved to law enforcement. We are still trying to confirm if they are drivers or criminals taking advantage of the opportunity. But we remain committed to a peaceful protest, and we are determined to not let anybody destabilize our efforts nationally, and hence we made it a point to hand over the involved individuals to law enforcement.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk then about your grievances, and I understand that memorandum was handed over, but on the back of you answering that question regarding what your grievances are, because I think a lot of us do understand at this point what they are, but you know, Uber drivers are blaming who exactly for the situations that you're finding yourselves in? You'll remember a while ago when Uber was e-hailing, pardon me, let me not use Uber exactly, but when e-hailing came out, it was the big thing, and I remember very well that meter taxi owners and drivers raised the concern about making sure that e-hailing is in fact a service that should be regulated and that government should intervene. And back then you weren't necessarily on the side of the meter taxi drivers. So have you now changed your stance as to where you are? Because I understand that one of the issues that you're having is the issue of regulation.
Yes, so we are saying that regulated will ensure that we can bring about a healthy working ecosystem within public transportation, and the roles and boundaries for each sector within public transportation can be clearly defined. So we can then have price points that reflect the services we offer, and we don't have to compete with each other directly. Now, an unregulated environment is giving way to direct competition, which is in fact creating unfair competition within industry, which is giving way to violence, and this can't be. And this disruption and this uncompetitive environment is a result of Uber and Bolt not being regulated, not being held accountable.
Yeah. All right. So do you believe that this will be effective, and that the shutdown and the strike that you're having at this time in the memorandum will be effective? Because ultimately the issue is with the owners, isn't it?
Yes. Look, ultimately we're saying we have no choice but to keep trying till we are heard and understood. We hope at some point they will hear us. They struggle to hear meter taxis, and we are now, reaffirming and adding to what was expressed then, that we need regulations, we need controls on app companies. At some point, government has to hear us.
All right, Vhatuka Mbelengwa, who is a spokesperson for national e-hailing. There is currently a 3-day shutdown of e-hailing services as they indeed embark on this 3-day strike.